Hello, everyone. Apologies for starting a little bit for behind the time schedule. Uh, my name is Ayotunde Aboderin, and I'm from Nigeria, West Africa, and I'm currently the country leader UN Impact Nigeria, helping to spread the good news of MUN Impact all over Nigeria. And just a little bit, I'll share my screen.
We're still a little glitchy, Io. Can you speak to us? Io, can you hear me?
Uh,
Io, what's it going to look like if you can't do your screen share? You want to just talk to the group today?
but I'm not sure. I think my internet is failing.
Yeah, we're not seeing anything shared by your screen. And your mute is on again. Turn off your mute.
Am I audible?
Yeah, go ahead.
Yes.
We can't see your screen though.
I'm trying to speak. I don't know. Okay, great. Oh, yes. Great. Can you see this?
No, we just see
Oh.
we just see you. We can't see anything shared by your screen.
Okay. So sorry about that. Yes. How about now?
Yes.
There we go.
Great, great. Hello, everyone again. Apologies for the glitches in terms of technology. And here in this part of the world, we're struggling with so much. But just to take us quickly to the workshop, uh, my name is Oluwaseyi again. Aboderin is my last name. And today I'm going to be having a small talk on impact through music, how we can accelerate the SDGs 2030 through music and our talents. Yes. So, impact through music. Of course, you all know I represent MUN Impact Nigeria, and today we're going to look at music from the face of MUN Impact, from the face of MUN, and from this side of the world, that is Nigeria. The title of my presentation again is SDGs 2030, Accelerating the SDGs Through Music, Why Your Beat Matters. A short biography of myself, and just a little glance through. Yes, so introduction, music, mankind. This means that virtually every one of us, wherever we are, we understand one language. The language is music. That is, when somebody sings, whether you hear what the person is saying, whether you understand what the person is saying or what the person is singing, you can have a connection to it because it's music. So according to Henry Wadsworth Longfellow, he said music is a universal language of mankind. And I totally agree with that because music, almost everyone can relate with that. So people around the world often ask questions of how their individual deeds, talents, and stuff can make a difference in the world. And I'm here to tell everyone present here today that whatever talent you may have, whether it's music that you can sing, whether it's words that you can put together to inspire people, then you are already doing your bit. And today we're going to look at how our individual deeds, no matter how small or no matter how big it is, how it can make a difference in the world. And I'm going to tell you one thing today. Music is a great tool by which we can accelerate the SDGs. It's very important to know this. And then, so if you're a music lover, really relate with music, I can tell you one thing for sure. You can use that to accelerate the SDGs 2030. I'm very sure that, or I'm partially sure, let me not be too sure, that virtually all of us here have, have been introduced to SDGs. We know about SDGs, the United Nations, and the 17 goals that will enable this world to be transformed to a better place. The reason for everyone to get involved cannot be overemphasized. We all need to do our bit. I want to believe that MUN Impact is as the primary goal and aim of accelerating the SDGs. But that through the eyes of model United Nations. And I can tell you that we cannot overemphasize it. It's very necessary. It's in fact composed, wrote a song.
I think we're still having some audio difficulties here. You're going in and out. You're muted now, but you're still going.
Okay, can you hear me now?
We can hear you. Continue. I will just let you know, but
okay.
it's very glitchy.
Oh, I'm so sorry about that. I'm so sorry. Can you see my screen? Is it visible?
Yes.
Okay, great. So, what is music? Music is a combination of different sounds that are pleasant to the ears. What that means is whatever sound, as long as it can be combined together, as long as it can be fused together, and as long as it makes sense, hearing it, it's music. To me, I used to tell my students, whether I'm banging something or whether it's just on sirens, and if sirens can be put together, combined together, and can make sense, I believe that it's music. And then we know that music is as old as man. Music has been existing for a very, very long time. Now, we're going to be looking at some of these objectives that you have on your screen right now. I have 1 to 6, and I think I've covered what music is. And then we're going to look at the influence that music has on people. Now, my music joining. Well, I'm just going to tell you a very brief story of how it all started. I started from primary school, from beating the drums at my primary school. That primary school is, I think it's elementary school. And I knew if I tap something, oh, can you hear me? Am I audible?
Yes.
Okay. So it started from primary school, beating the drums. Sometimes I'll just take a board and start beating, and it makes
We lost you there again. I think you're frozen.
to me. And so I joined this school band, and and that is high school. And I joined the choir, started playing piano at my school. I'm going to show you some pictures, some funny pictures after this slide. And so after secondary school, I moved down to the church choir, where I started playing the organ at my church. I'm an Anglican by birth, and I still attend Anglican church, and I play the organ, the piano, whatever we can call it. Then after that, the passion became so engulfing that initially post-secondary school, I read business administration, but at the time I left it and I went straight to cultural creative art, which music is just a subordinate of that course. And I started learning about music in the university. And after a while, I moved down to starting a band. And I have a musical band of my own. I formed the band in 2000, and, if I'm correct, 2018 or 2017. It's been a couple of years now. And so let's look at the influence that music has on people. On your screen right now, you see some analysis. These are gotten from the internet. You can see how much influence music has on people. And if you can read through some of these things, you will see that you can relate with them as well. They are truth, as the matter may be. Then another one is here. A lot of people, a lot of young people devote a great amount of time to listening to music. Uh, we have televisions, we have other media, social media, but I want to tell you this. Music is part of uh, everyone's life, whether you are a young person, you are old, you are a man, you're a woman, you are a child, you hear music every day, you listen to music every day. Most people actually put out their headsets on every time, even though they are chatting on the internet, but they still have their headset on listening to music. And this shows that music has so much influence on people, the way people react, the way people act, and stuff like that. Now, comparing music and television viewing, we can see that music has so much prevalence, in especially amongst the young people. We can see that they prefer most of the time to listen to music than viewing or sitting down and watching videos or watching the TVs and listening to words and so on. Now, how can music transform our world? Number one thing I want us to know here is music can help bring healing to people. I mean, a lot of times, when we feel sad as human and we are sober and we are depressed, sometimes the solution to that is just music. Just get your earpiece on, get music on, and listen to some good music. And I can tell you, it can heal you faster than you can even thought about. Let's take for example, Michael Jackson's song, "We Are the World, We Are the Future, We Are the One to Make a Better Place. So let's start game." Such a song can heal the nation. Such a song can inspire people. When people listen to it, they are healed. When somebody has the mindset of, oh, nothing is working in the world is so sick, when you listen to songs like that, you can find healing. That's why we say song or music is therapeutic in nature because it can serve as a form of therapy. We go to spas, we go to these massages where we receive just to relax, and they play solemn music. And those music has effect on our body. It helps us to rejuvenate our body. It helps us to find healing. Now, doing that can also promote SDGs 3, which is good health and well-being. When people listen to quality music, when people listen to good music, it can bring healing to them. Music can break cultural barrier. I know a lot of songs that I don't even, there was a time, I just say that the song, I don't even know what it means. I don't know what the lyrics meant, but I mean, the moment I heard the song, I fell in love with it. Maybe because of the beat, maybe because of the content, I don't know. But music breaks cultural barriers. It unites us together. Music can also help educate and entertain people. We have a lot of songs out there that, you know, when people hear it, it can educate them. It tells them about something. Just like our song for the what? Oh, for the SDGs, Sustainable Development Goals. You see, many people in Nigeria, before MUN Impact came on board, many people in Nigeria did not even know about model United Nations. But with the help and, I mean, with MUN Impact coming on board, we have been able to educate people, a lot of people, even with our songs. People listening to it, they are like, oh, what does SDGs mean? And they want to educate themselves about SDGs. So at the same time, for the better, for the SDGs, sustainable development goals. You know, it's a form of entertainment. It's entertaining people. People can listen to it, and people can feel so. I mean, the happiness inside of them, and that in turn is helping to promote SDGs 5, which is quality education. Now, music can help promote and protect human rights. Michael Jackson songs. We have someone, a popular Nigerian musician, Pastor Rankin. I remember one of his songs that says, heal the word, spread love and heal the word. Now it's saying that spread love, heal the word. I mean, hearing the song, you can feel, you can feel the lyrics like as if something is touching you. You want to do something for the world. You want to make the world a better place. You want to spread love. You want to respect people. You want to respect how people feel, not just about yourself alone. So music helps us to promote human rights. Now, music can also help create awareness of the SDGs. I said that already. Our song has that objective to promote and create more awareness of the Sustainable Development Goals, and that I can link to SDG 17, which is Partnership for the Goals. Now, why does your beat matters? Why does your talent matters? Number one, I say, if not you, then who? If you cannot use your talent, then who else would? Can we all fold hands, or should we all fold our hands and pretend that, oh, the world is going great and the world is doing great? No, the world is not doing great. I was at the UNODC event earlier this year in February, and I said it to all of the faces. You know, we had representatives from different ministries, federal ministries, and I said, oh no, what? you know what? This generation has failed. Your generation has failed us. And so if our generation cannot do something, then who will? That means if we fail as our generation, as the generation before us has failed, then what lies ahead for the coming generation? And so this is very important for us to know that if you don't do your bit, if you don't do the little that you can do, no one is even asking for a big project or something big to change the world. The small thing that you can do matters a lot. And so you have a role to play. Everyone has a role to play in the acceleration of the SDGs, to making this world a better place. We all have a duty, we all have an obligation, we all have one thing or the other that we can do to help make the world a better place. Your talent is not just there. Use it. Before I discovered that, oh, I could sing to inspire people, my talent was lying there. Doing nothing. And I was not doing anything with it. But thank goodness that I understood that music was something I loved doing. And so I caught that vision very early in my life. And ever since then, I've been inspiring a lot of people in my church, in my community, the world as a whole, African youth as a whole. I have a couple of songs that, if time permits, I'm going to play, and that everyone can listen and from it. Now, music, I can do just little, but I'm making tremendous impact. How? Because I'm using my talent. That is why it is very important for every one of us to know that whatever talent you may have, to some other people, it may not be music. Yours could be just to make people happy. That's your talent. You can use it to make tremendous impact. You can make people laugh, make people forget their sorrows, make people go out of depression. The world is so depressing these days that, a lot of things are not working. The government are not doing what is right, and everyone is just, losing their minds. But music can help us to make tremendous impact in life. Now, if you're not going to do nothing, like my African Americans will say, if you are doing nothing, you are getting nothing. That is, the world will become more sick. The world is already sick, whether we like it or not. But because you are here, because you have a talent, because you can sing, because you can inspire people through your talent, through the music that you sing, you can make the world better. The world is sick, to be frank, and to be sincere with all of us. But your bit that you are able to contribute, your bit that you're able to do matters and goes a long, long way. Now, you will waste your talent on nothing or something irrelevant. If you're doing nothing, you're going to waste your talent either on nothing or on something irrelevant. You're going to do something that does not make sense or does not bring value, does not add value to people's lives. And if you're doing something that does not add value to people's lives, what is the essence of life? Now, your voice may not be, no one hears you. No one will hear you. Even your siblings, your family, they will be able to hear you. Your community will not be able to hear you. Talk less of the global world, hearing what you have to say. And our voices need to be heard. But not all of us will be able to speak as I'm speaking. Some of us will pen down music, write good music that people can listen to it and get inspired. Now, how your music skill can transform the world. Number one, you can't just say, oh, I know how to sing, I know how to write. Okay, yes, good. Great that you can know how to sing. Great that you can do a lot of things, but you cannot do it without developing your music skill. I shared my story with you, and you can see the chronology. You can see that at the later end of my life, or at this current stage I am, I decided to dash into learning about music. What do I need to learn about music? The rudiment of music, the theories of music, learning to play instruments and stuff like that. I needed to develop my skills. And so if you're going to be urged, if you want to be urged, if you want to transform your world through music, you need to develop your music skill. Secondly, start writing about things that inspires you. Number one, they say you cannot give what you don't have. So before you can give, you must have it. So start writing about things that can inspire you or that inspires you. So for me, if you're going to ask me, oh, so Mr. Aboderin, what inspires you? I'll say, making the world a better place inspires me a lot. And that's why most of my songs and I mean, my musical band has one objective. And the objective is to make Africa a better place. And so that is just for me. That inspires me. And so I started writing about songs. Right? I started writing about songs that can inspire the young people to do their bits to make the world a better place. Then write songs that inspires the society, not just you, not just to inspire, but to get the society inspired. Now, so I'm going to entertain questions, and thank you so much, everyone, for your time. I know that the bits that you're willing to do will go a very long way. And I'm hoping that from today you start taking actions that can support and accelerate the sustainable development goals. Remember, world problem minus my problem plus my help is equal to a better world. Take your problem out of the word's problem and add your solution to it, then you can have a better home. You can have a better country. You can have a better community. You can have a better one for your time. And so now I'm going to take questions, please. Be free to put them in the comments section. Can everyone hear me?
I can hear you loud and clear.
Okay, great. Please, if you have a question, you can put that you can put that in the chat box. I'm not sure if Mary, are you here? If you're here, please.
Is Mary there? The other presenter? Can you hear us?
Hello.
Yes, that's good.
Mary.
I hear you.
Hello.
Yep, we can hear you say hello.
Hello.
Yep. Can you hear us?
Can anybody hear me?
I can hear you.
Yes, you're audible.
All right.
So we have about 15 more minutes. We'd love to, it would be great. There you go. Answer.
Hello.
Mary, can you hear me?
All right. I can hear you.
We have about 15 minutes between you and Io. So if you want to answer any questions or talk more about music and the SDGs, that would be great.
All right. Good evening, good day, everyone. My name is Oluwaseyi Mary James. I am a legal practitioner, and I'm a representative of the MUN Impact here in Nigeria, and I'm a music enthusiast. I'm a songwriter. I am a singer. Basically, I'm a musician. And I'll really love to share with us my few points on the SDGs 2030, accelerating the SDGs through music. Before I move on, I would love to commend my brother. My brother, I would love to commend Mr. Ayo Aboderin. You've done a wonderful job. Thank you so much for the expository and insightful submission. I have the introductory aspect. My few points are just they are divided into four, and I have the introductory aspect. I have a point which says why music for the acceleration of SDGs 2030. What are the SDGs and why your beat matters? Now moving on, the introductory aspect now. Music basically is an art. I mean, it is basically a creative and skillful activity. You know, music is what we perform when we have lyrics, rhythms, sounds combined, and music has actually become an indispensable part of human life, whether we like it or not, or whether we are musically trained or not. Music is used to stir emotions, music heals, music compels attention. It may be used as well to engage audience. The art of music has permeated several aspects of human endeavors. And, you know, let's say, for instance, businesses that make use of music to call attention of the entire public to themselves, to what they do, and to compel patronage, to influence patronage to an extent. So, some distinct features of music, which Mr. Ayo had earlier made mention of, they are um, music brings relief, music heals, and I would say ultimately music is one of the oldest form of human expression. Music is universal, you know, it is familiar to everyone. It is a mode of expression that everyone knows. Music is from the inception of the world, music has been in existence. So I'll say that it unifies the universe. It makes the universe come as one community. And by so saying, I would as well say there is no gainsaying that music has tremendous impact on virtually all aspects of human life. So now, why music for the acceleration of the SDGs? You know, drawing from the short introduction which I just made, music has unique effect on our brains. You know, there is a way that we feel when we hear musical sounds. There is an impression that music creates in us. There is a way that music drags or compels our attention. Music catches our attention, and it as well appeals to our minds. You know, it awakens our emotion. So, given this background, I believe the United Nations seeks to adopt this music for a constructive and inspirational purpose. By adopting music, we are seeking to use it for an instructional purpose. It goes beyond entertainment. Many a times when people hear about music, they'll feel, oh, we are being entertained. Fine, quite all right. Music is entertaining, and that is one of the unique features of music. However, music can also be used for correctional, constructive, instructional purposes that goes beyond mere entertainment. And that is what the United Nations seeks to achieve by using the tool of music for acceleration of SDGs 2030. Um, Secondly, I would say music is a common language. It is one of the most familiar modes of expression, like I said earlier. It is known to all gender. It is known to all human race, both young and old. And music has been used by several movements seeking social change. Music has been used at one point or the other to achieve social reform. And thankfully, it is now made in diverse forms that suit human taste. Like every individual, whatever your taste is in music, whatever your interest is, it is there to suit your interest. It is there to suit your taste, you know. And thank God for technology. The impact of technology has even made music more appealing, more refined, such that mere hearing a musical sound, you need not know the content of the music sometimes. Sometimes we just listen to certain music without us even knowing the content per se, without us knowing what the musician is saying. We just shake our heads, we move our limbs, and we just enjoy it. We are carried away. So that is what music can do. That is how powerful music is. And we can successfully accelerate our sustainable development goals through this universally acceptable medium. The United Nations seek to present the SDGs and educate the members of the public on SDGs in the most familiar way. When something is being presented to us in a way that is most familiar to us, it is readily acceptable without much negotiation or interaction. So that is just the way that we are presenting the SDGs to the public. That is the way we are seeking to bring it to the world. Now, my third point says that in order to accelerate the SDGs, the society needs to learn about the goals. It is what we know about that we can reflect. There is a saying that what you don't have, you can't give. And what you don't know, you can't pursue it. It is when you know something that you can say, oh, I need to work at it. I need to put my effort to make it happen, achieve it, and all of that. So we need to make the society learn about the goals. Now, music is playing a vital role in education nowadays in our society. When we read, when we study, sometimes that may come with some rigor. It may be tiring, it may be tedious, and sometimes reading may even be less effective. So music, given its unique nature, given its effect, it makes learning quite easier. It makes it exciting, and you can as well manage your time with music. Something you could have learned for a long duration of time. With music of about 5 minutes, 10 minutes, you are passing across vital information to the public, to the entire populace, and it will stick with them. It will find a good place in them because of the medium through which you have passed the information. Now, I would like to dwell a little on this point that acceleration of the SDGs by the United Nations using the approach of music is like encouragement for talent and skills, because generally there is no gainsaying that there are intrinsic benefits that are obtained from the use of this creative medium to pass across educational educational goals and to advance courses that are aimed at social change. So when we come through this way of talent, when we come through this subtle ways, people are just so ready to accept what we are bringing to them. It makes it quite easier for us to get at the public. And also, music is, oh, sorry, so sorry. Okay, hello. So sorry for the interruption. Now, music is not the only talent or skill that we have. You all agree with me that there are so many other talents. Writing is a talent. making jokes is one of the talents that we have. How do I put it? They are acting, drama. There are a lot of them. There are lots of them. But why music? Music has some remarkable and outstanding qualities, and it is one of the most outstanding creative ways that we can demonstrate our knowledge. It is one of the ways by which we can draw people so easily, even with seamlessly. We have other talent. How music is more highly rated because it is universally familiar and it is so dynamic. You can easily adapt music to any subject, to any situation. Whether some people, when they are sad, they resort to singing. Some people, when they are happy, when you want to express emotion, when you want to express feelings to people, you can easily put it in music. So music is so familiar, is what everyone is familiar with. And I must add that every individual has a talent. The fact that we are taking this approach of music to accelerate the SDGs doesn't mean we are discouraging people that are talented in other areas. No, we are also trying to encourage them here that they should gear up, they should come up with something creative. They should create something creative to pass some remarkable and intellectual message across in line with acceleration of the SDGs. Now, shortly, I would like to briefly remind us of what the SDGs, because we just hear, majority of us might actually know the SDGs. We know they are the Sustainable Development Goals, which we are looking forward to achieving in order to make the world a better place and all of that. But we just need to remind ourselves briefly so as to lay it more firmly and strongly in our hearts so that we can charge ourselves not to relent until we make this world a better place. The SDGs are 17 in number, and we have no poverty, we have zero hunger, good health and well-being, quality education, gender equality, clean water sanitation, affordable and clean energy, decent work, and economic growth. We have industry and innovation and infrastructure. We have reduced inequality. We have sustainable cities and communities. We have responsible consumption and production. We have climate action. We have life below water. We have life on land. We have partnerships to achieve the goal, and we have peace and justice through institutions. All of those goals we hope to achieve before 2030.
Thank you so much.
Question.
Mary, please, can you just run? We need to run this up in the next 4 minutes or so. And I need to answer one or two questions.
Do you want to go ahead and start the question and answer period now? Because we just have 5 minutes.
Oh, okay. All right. Thank you so much, Mary, for that insightful presentation. I mean, you have really done a great job. So I have a couple of questions here. I think that wiped out of my internet, from my internet, but I'm just going to try to answer the ones that I can remember. So writing music, sometimes it takes time to become a celebrity. It's not a small joke. It's not something you can do in just a few days or few years. And most of these things it takes a long time for you to be able to accomplish this. But one thing I can tell you is that do not give up. If you're writing music and less people are listening to your music, just keep on writing, keep on singing. That is that is just the solution. And then try to use your social media, promote it the way you can, and just leave the rest. But one thing you have to do is just to be consistent, because it's going to take it might take a long time, especially when you don't have the finances to sponsor or promote your songs. But don't be bothered by, having 2, 3 people listening to your song, and you're like, oh, so what impact am I making with just 2 people listening to my song? Don't let that stop you. Just keep and be focused. And if I can remember, the other question is it possible to learn through music? Yes, it's very, very possible. I mean, but sometimes we say, oh, we cannot do 2 things at a time. But sometimes I'll say the best thing is, if you want to study, for instance, you can listen to music before, then take a nap, or take a nap, play some music, listen to some music, then learn whatever you want to learn. Then as well, you know that people usually remember music than they usually remember, words that you speak or that you have spoken to them. They usually connect more with music. So I believe, we have children all around us, say A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J. Those songs sunk to our brains since we were little. And that's why, maybe because we learned that through music. So you can see that there's a great power in music. And I believe that for kindergartens, for children, most especially, and most importantly, we can learn, we can adopt this as a mode of learning. We can adopt it as a program by which we can learn about things. And so music is a unique way for us to learn about things. Okay, Mohammed says, I bought a guitar last year, but I haven't touched it till now. How do I motivate myself to learn it? I tell you what, pick it up. That's just it. Pick it up and, get somebody to motivate you. Look at some of the great guitarists that we have, all the guitarists. You can look at some of the videos on YouTube. But one thing I want to tell you is that you have to motivate yourself. That was why I said, pick your guitar up and just string through. I think I can play a little bit of guitar. And how did I motivate myself? I wanted to be multi-talented instrumentalist. And so you have to inspire yourself. And then I've learned that playing guitar can help you to write songs, because then you are yourself, you sit down, you relax, you pick your guitar, and then you just try to play something. The way I do, most of my songs, I just get on the keyboard, on the piano, and I play something, and something comes up, and I pick my book and I start writing. So inspire yourself, then get inspiration from people, from great guitarists in the world. And then I know that you can do it if you have that decision, if you have that mindset, you can do it. So I guess our time is fast spent, but I would have loved to show you 1 or 2 of my pictures that I have here. If I can, before we run this, we call this a day.
Let's give it a try.
Some of these pictures. Okay, yes, real quick. Yes. I'm sure you can see this.
Yes.
Okay. Yes, this is my band. You see, that is Mary, just there with the guitar. And that's just a crew that I formed a couple of years ago. Unfortunately, we're not very active, but these are the people that made up my team and my band. And this is the name of my band, Afric Heritage. We help to create, to inspire people, to create more awareness of Africa, our culture, and how we are doing tremendous things. Not just the bad things, not just the bad narratives that people know about Africans for. Then here I am in my church playing. Another one, old picture, but it's what sharing. Yes, this is talking drums. It's called gong gong in Yoruba. And here I was playing at the church.
So
yes,
I opened for the next.
Yes, okay.
Yep, I think that's all the
Right,
time we have. But for the next
right,
MUN
right.
choir, we hope that we'll hear more voices from Nigeria, including yours, in the
Of
choir.
course. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, everyone, for having me. And thank you for your questions. I hope you are inspired to start something.